First win of pre-season on Saturday at Concord, and seemingly a much better and sharper performance.
Yeah, I think that comes. I've got to be honest with the games. You got to appreciate that. I know we come back in late June, early July, and had a little flirt up with the playoffs. Some of these lads ain't kicked the ball in anger for 16, 20 weeks, and they're going to be rustiness. There's going to be edginess when they're in possession of football. Habits start to go out the window. So we're cautious of that. We're understanding that we're doing a lot more work, organisational work in training to aid where we feel we can improve. I spoke about a stat pack that the analyst Elliot set up with us on the first day of return, and we've looked at that and where we feel we can enhance where we were at going into the end of the curtailment with last year. So it was good to get a win on the board. It was good that we had a little bit better habits in terms of our organisation, arcing round on free kicks, playing in behind with intent with runners. So yeah, look, I'm happy with the win. It's not the be all and end all. The best thing is the fitness levels of the boys, the minutes for the boys, and no injuries. We've got a little bit of an issue with Gus, but he'll be back in the fold come Thursday in prep for the game against Brentford on Saturday, and I hope we finish tomorrow night again injury free, because there's a big factor with the size squad that we have, and making sure that we come to Wrexham October the 3rd, everyone firing and fit as possible.
So you talk then on rustiness and the start of pre-season and getting the cobwebs off. Sorba though has seemed to have hit the ground running. How big do you feel he'll be for us this season?
Listen, can he have an impact with more goals and more assists? Because that's something that we've all spoken about. He had 2 goals in open play last year. That's not good enough from Sorba Thomas. And yes, he assisted, I believe, 8 to 10 goals. He scored 3 from the penalty spot. So in fairness to him, a return of 10 to 12 goals in the National League, whether that's an assist and goals, is good. But when you Sorba Thomas and you can turn it on like you did in the quick response after half time at Billericay, and also the large periods of the game on Saturday, you expect more from him. We're working on entries into the box with the wing backs, entries in the box with the centre midfielders, so he'll play a part in that, organising him in terms of the breakdown. So yeah, I'm hoping he can go and add to his tally, especially on the goals front and on the assist front. We are asking for more balls in the box, more quality balls in the box. When you have the likes of Matt Reid, his power and his presence inside the 18-yard box, you have Kieran Murtagh, Corey Whiteley, Pierre Mongoy that breaks from deep, and then you have Kabsi Chabanga that you see on Saturday, perfect example. He sniffs anything out for a finish on inside the 6-yard box. So yeah, do I feel we have a big season for us? Possibly. I don't want to put too much pressure on him because he's still only 21, and what I've witnessed so far is showing me what competition does when you bring the likes of Zayn Angol into the building, because he knows he wants that position, whether it will be on the point or left wing back. When you have the likes of Corey Whiteley, Pierre Mongoya, Zayn Angol, that naming just 3 in them said positions, you got to play at your maximum. And I'm looking at a boy that is not leaving anything unturned. He's playing full throttle, and we need to ensure that he's ready October the 3rd and he don't blow up against Wrexham after having a fantastic pre-season. So I can't put too much on it. His return's been good. He's been a pleasure to work with on the training grid. He's a talent. It'd be for everyone to see how that progresses and where that goes come October the 3rd.
So there seems to be somewhat of a calculated rotation in the share of minutes, as well as quite a few of the youngsters from the Pace Academy involved in the games at the moment. When would the Wood Army expect minutes to be ramped up and a semblance of a starting 11 for Wrexham to be seen on the pitch?
I don't want to give too much away for Dean Keats and his management team, because I've already worked out where we'll be getting the footage for Dean Keats and Wrexham. So look, you got to play sort of mind games on that. We've got a lot of good players in good positions. So we've got 5 from 3 in the back 3 spots, and they've shared the minutes to an extent. Dave Stevens probably played a larger amount. I honestly believe Dave Stevens is a better player when he plays himself fit. We've got 2 from 4, because you could bump Woody up, Kane, Woody, Zayn Angol and Sorba in wing back areas, so you've got to try and share the minutes on that. You had Gus, you had Mark Ricketts, you had Corey Piero, Kieran Murtagh, Ellis Brown, add to that mix for 3 from 6. And then you've got the strikers in Matt Reed, Cabs. We're probably a little bit light. We've got a trialist coming in this week who we really like. He's got great National League experience, scored a lot of goals at this level, and we're looking at him in the next 2 games. So we need to add to that. In regards to where we're going to get settled, I'm not going to get settled because my team that we played in pre-season, we was 1 or 2 out when we went to Torquay. I've got to be cautious that we don't overload personnel. I've already set the team up for tomorrow evening where we're probably going to bulk other people 75 to 90s. Then we've got Brentford B, then we go to Hemel, and then we got Havant. So for me at the minute, you've got to be looking to gear up come the Brentford and Hemel game to ensure that you're ready and you're nailing down that coordination, that organisation, that communication between that said 11 players.
So tomorrow night we go to Albert Park to take on Slough, who are in their own right, made it to the National League South playoffs last year. Do you think they'll add an added sort of quality in terms of our opposition?
100%. The job that them two have done down there is fantastic. I like the guys, spoke to them in the lockdown, wished them all the best in their prep for their playoffs. Let's look at the squads we've selected, the personnel we're playing against. We've got the likes of people that I believe will go close to winning the National South, teams that have gone into the FA Trophy, that's no mean feat in Concord, and the likes of Slough who year on year are in and around it, and last year got to the playoff semis. They have ambitions to join us in the National League. Their setup there is fantastic. They play on an artificial pitch. It will be frantic tomorrow, I know that, because they'll want to make it a proper game, which I love. I don't care if it's pre-season or an 11 against me nan and me auntie, I want to win a game of football. So that's how they set up, that's how their mindset is. They're going to have great quality in their ranks, and they're going to ask us questions, and that's exactly what pre-season is about. You need to see what chinks in our armour are. We've, being me and Doddsy, have identified that along with Cams and Elliot, and we've worked heavily on that this week, Thursday, Friday of last week, and today being the Monday, and to implement it again tomorrow evening. I felt that we showed a better quality of performance on Saturday, but we need to show even more levels in terms of our finishes, our quality into the box, our breakdown, our organisation. Like I said, we've got just short of 3 weeks. We'll be ready, we'll be prepared, and Slough's another test for us to give ourselves an opportunity of working on the things that we've been working on in the recent weeks.